What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. I haven't been asleep. I've been sitting here fighting because the lady that does my laundry, she's not going to be able to do it this week. So I got to fend for self. Normally I get her to do this stuff for me, but this wash and dry is racist. I mean, it says white and colored, and I'm like, white and colored? It's like they didn't segregated washing machine when they make this in the 1920s. So wash and dry set. I'm like, my God, white and color. Look at that. The washing machine discriminate. So if I put it on the whites, what happened? I get clean water and a lower bill? I don't know. Laundry ain't my thing. That's why I pay to have stuff like that done. But let me not waste your time with my scenarios and my things. I'm popping my collar up like the Fonz today. I'm going to bring a new style. If I wear stuff and walk outside, people go, it's a new style. Let's do it. I'm just messing with y'all. But let's talk about the video, Joe Budden's, button or buttons, it don't matter. He did what he normally does. He runs a podcast. He does what he normally does on mixtapes on the podcast show. That's drum up some controversy and try to act like he's being intelligently, like, I'm just making a statement. I'm not really trying to insult anybody. But I'm an MC, so they want to take it personally. We can take it personally. It's common for him to diss Meek for being soft on the podcast show. Showing affection to what's her name, Nicki Minaj, doing stuff for her. So he made a comment about it, and it just spiraled out of control where Meek just basically dissed him for being pathetic, and Meek Mill was right. and the funny thing is Joe Budden know he's wrong. See, that's the thing about Joe. Joe knows he's wrong. He don't care. Okay? He's going to act like, why is people blowing this out of proportion? I really wasn't trying to do all this, make it go here. But if it has to go here, don't forget I rap. He going to segue that in there. Oh, he'll battle them. Only because now they're getting some publicity off of the fact that the Drake response, and then Nicki Minaj mentioned it on some remix song she did where she mentioned, oh, with your little podcast and do this and that. So then he comes back and calls her a dumb B word, just way too much. And talking about I hear they coming out with a song with French in 3 weeks, they dropping it. So if they dissing me on it, I'm gonna be ready. But my thing is, here's a guy who has a history, known history, of, whether it's true or not, of abusing women. Joe Budden. This guy who has been accused. Don't know if it's true or not. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop and all that crap. But he's been accused of breaking in his Instagram girlfriend's house, sneaking under her bed, waiting for her to come back from the club to see if she's bringing another dude back to the house. That's weak. But this is a guy who's a former alcoholic, former drug addict, Joe Budden. And that's why I said when I had that verse, I never liked Royce the 5'9", and I never liked Joe Budden. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them dudes were cousins. And I wouldn't be. They're the same type of guys. Those guys, except for Royce can't really rap. And Joe Buttons can rap. That's the difference. Okay, if they want to ever do that, Joe can rap. He can put bars together. His thing is he's just wacky. It's some screws loose. And he does a lot of this craziness. Like he'll be on the verge of doing something and then he'll just mess up completely. You be like, dude, what did you do? Like, what was you thinking? And now, since Eminem ain't there to hold his hand, he's running to the podcast. That's the new thing now. They asked me to do a podcast. I had 4 different podcast people like, hey, you want to do this podcast? I want to jump on this podcast. We'll start up our own podcast, man. You be telling stories on the podcast. Boatloads of money. I'm like, man, we got a sponsor? Like, yeah, dude, if you get in, man, we can get the sponsor. And the sponsors keep us paid. I'm like, I'm good. And I guess that shocked people when I told them I was good. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need a podcast. I don't need to try to, entertain the sponsors and make sure I'm doing. I don't want to do all that. I'm good. So, as far as the song from Nicki and her and French and all that, is French gonna get involved? Who knows? Who really cares? For the 3 Joe Budden fans that's out there probably listening to his podcast, congratulations. And a lot of people trying to think, I mean, he basically was right when he addressed Meek Mills and said Nicki like weak dudes. Same thing I've been saying about Meek Mills. She like those weak, soft guys that she can, manipulate. Let's just say she has a type. And they fit that description 100%. It's like she has a certain type of guy she likes. They got a little bit of feminineness in them. She likes that for some reason. So, because she kind of got a little dude streak in her. And her success doesn't, make them, they don't feel threatened by her being in charge. She likes those kind of guys. No problem. People like who they like. More blessings to you. I never dissed Meek Mill on that level. For him doing stuff for Nicki and all this, I could care less. If he buy her a diamond ring, if he bought her a Maserati, I don't care. Congratulations, Meek Mill, for buying her a Maserati with her money. Congratulations. Okay? For her putting you on tour and making your money to just pay her gifts, unbelievable. Knock yourself out. No hate coming from me whatsoever. So, brother, I'm not dissing you on this video. At least I don't think I am. Most of the diss is for Joe Budden. Because while I'm out here trying to figure out how to do laundry this week, it says I got to get her back here. I'm not supposed to be messing with this machine. This is her job. And now I got to go a week with doing this. It's not my deal, man. So I understand what y'all going through right now. Joe, you're getting those ratings up. I like the way you broke down the song, getting Drake all involved, like you're really back in the mix. So hopefully this helps your podcast out and it has great success. And you were wrong, of course, but you knew that. But you got what you wanted. You got Nicki to respond. You got this lame dude to respond. So many blessings to you. So I'm out.